So now we are going to start our next lecture. In this lecture, we are going to start our equations of motion. Now, in equations of motion, many students used to be confused with laws of motion. So guys, laws of motion will be coming in the next after one more chapter. Laws of motion is different. Equations of motion is different. Some students may be confusing with this one, Newton's laws of motion. Actually guys, these laws of motion what I was talking here, this was explained given by Newton. That's why we call this as Newton's laws of motion. So equation of motion is different and laws of motion is different. Equation of motion is very clear. So I am giving you a trick, Utsav. Okay, so Utsav is a Hindi word. In this UTSAV, with these letters only, we used to create our three standard equation of motion. One is V is equal to U plus AT, one is S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and one is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Now here this U is the starting letter of this word, so it is initial speed, and now this V is your final speed. Okay, A means acceleration. What you can see is small a here, that A is acceleration. This S you can see here, this S here and this S here, that will represent distance, and you can see the T time. So T here and T here, so this T is time. Okay, now U and V you can see in the equation, U here, U here, U here. V you can see in the equation, V here, V here. Okay, so all the variables covered. Now see, actually we have 5 total variables, but every equation contains 4 variables. Now see the logic here. You have 5 variables in total, but every equation contains 4 variable. It means what? There can be possibility that sometimes we are giving you 3 variables and asking you the 4th variable. So if the question is easy, then all the 3 variables from the same equation. Means if I am targeting the first equation, then suppose if I am giving you V, U and A, then I can ask you T. Then this question will be easy, directly formula putting type of question. But there are certain conditions, and of course especially in kinematics, if you are targeting IIT mains or NEET exams, that time they are not going to ask you just formula putting. So actually if 3 variables are given, then there is chance that those 3 variables will not be from the same equation. In board exam also, if these kind of questions are coming, you have to think in this way. See here, 3 variables are given, so those 3 variables may not be from the same equation. Maybe V and U, they are given, and imagine if A is given, then this became the variable of the first equation, right? All the 3 variables are there in the first equation. Then you can calculate time, which is not given. But suppose if V and U is given, and then suddenly they have given S, then you will say, sir, this even this is given in the equation third, correct? In third equation, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. But of course these 3 are present in the third equation. But what if they are not asking acceleration? What if they are asking time? Okay, then in that case you will say, sir, they can apply V is equal to you can apply S is equal to UT plus half AT square. In that case S is given, U is given, S is given, U is given, but you can see T and A both are not given. So what I'm trying to tell you here, there are certain types where 3 variables will be from the same equation, and because of that the 4th variable you can find out easily. For example, V is equal to U plus AT, V, U and A is given, you can find out time easily, or time, acceleration and U is given, you can find V easily, or any 3 out of these 4 will be given and you can find out the 4th one. But tough part will be if 3 equations are given, 3 variables are given, but the 4th variable what they are asking, that is not from the same equation, they are asking from the different equation. So how are you going to calculate that? Okay, anyway, these equations are very interesting to solve, but these kind of questions we'll be solving with the help of some examples. So some examples I will take here, some basic examples I will take here. Okay, now see here, because I have told you that from your school syllabus to your foundation to your IIT mains and advanced plus NEET, everything we are going to cover here in detail. So in the beginning I will start with easy numericals, and one more thing, in kinematics when we are about, actually see, after the equation gets over, 1D over, okay, then we go to 2D. But when you are finishing 1D and moving to 2D, in between there is something called vector plays very important role, because in 2D some examples we have to solve using vectors. So now we are remaining only with the numericals in 2D, and sorry, in 1D those numericals will be solving with the help of previous year standard questions, that's all. And after that we are going to start our 1D, okay, sorry, 2D. In 2D first we'll start with the vectors. So I'm taking some examples and then let's see you guys are able to solve or not. So when you are solving 1D equation, then in this 1D equation sometimes we'll be having motion on road, like vehicles will be on the road, whatever vehicles you are seeing on the road, they all are under like motion. Ships can be in the water, okay, ships or small boats or anything can be in the water. You can have any swimmer or something in the water, or something can fly in the straight line direction like aircraft, okay. These things can be the very big good example of 1D motion. And not only this much, very popular motion about 1D is motion under gravity. Motion under gravity is a separate topic. Now see, in case of motion under gravity, one variable is always given, that is acceleration. Motion under gravity is acceleration g. Always remember, this g is known as acceleration. But what kind of acceleration? Gravitational acceleration, okay. And one small thing you should know here, if mass is given, you just multiply the mass with the gravity, the everything will convert into weight. So this becomes weight. And always remember, weight is a kind of force, so unit of weight is Newton, because unit of force is Newton. Unit of mass is kg, and acceleration unit in SI unit will be writing meter per second square, okay. Now why I am saying this? Because I am going to take some examples, so those examples will be matching either road example or in the water or in the sky or motion under gravity. These type of examples will be there. And one more change will be doing, suppose you have second equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square, then this equation we can apply when our motion is happening on the road or in the water or somewhere. But when you are throwing the ball upward and ball is again coming downward, these kind of examples are in these examples we are traveling height, so this s we will convert into height. So we'll be having h is equal to ut plus half gt square, okay. Now in this h is equal to ut plus half gt square, this h and this g, these small changes we have made. These small changes I have made. Why? Because this will show you that okay, this equation are used for motion under gravity. Any other changes do you want to make? All set. Last thing, sometimes people say fourth equation of motion, sometimes actually, but there is nothing called fourth equation of motion. But I will explain what is the sense of fourth equation of motion when those kind of question will appear. So now we are going to start 1D, like all the numericals, okay. So 1D, all the numericals. So this video is kind of informative video, that the next video which is about to come, which is going to be 1D numericals. So till here, many students, if you have not covered the previous lecture, go and cover the previous lecture, and after that only you should solve these numericals what I am going to solve. It means what? Now I have complete freedom to solve any type of 1D question, okay. It can be based on equation, it can be based on graph, okay. So I'm going to start with IIT JEE problems, because if I will be taking IIT JEE previous year problems, then automatically your level, I will teach you here itself, so your level will grow. And after that I will suggest you some questions from basic levels, and see, side by side you also keep on solving NCERT problems, and NCERT problems are very good problems. So first I will solve IIT JEE problems from the beginning till now, whatever they have asked in 1D, and once we will finish this, then you can easily see that how easy NCERT problems are, okay. So in next video I am going to start IIT JEE previous year problems. I will again repeat. See here, IIT JEE problems and NEET problems we are going to cover as a series properly, and after that we will start our vector. Okay, and maybe if you guys will feel bored that sir, okay, this much questions are sufficient, then I will immediately shift to vector topic and then we'll start vector. But I want to solve sufficient problems, at least 25 to 30 problems I should solve minimum. These many problems I should solve. Okay, so let's meet in next video.